people will know how to mess with him because they'll be like, oh, he's a sap. And then also, if you talk in his ear, you do one of these ones into his ear with Paranoia, he loses his mind. That scene in during Tribal where people were talking about Paranoia and they were just doing the sound effect thing.
Yeah, what was that? What was happening? I was like, is he
What
the
was
Terminator?
it?
Is he gonna snap?
I said to Madison, I was like, "Is this going to be the first person to ever go home with an immunity with the immunity necklace because he lashes out and chokes somebody?
Yeah, I was
He
like, what?
lunges."
I was just like, like, when does Joe snap, and why would he snap at this? Like, when he's like, but I guess they were trying to give us this idea that he was the ringing in his ears represented some kind of lie detecting abilities, and but he obviously got that wrong because he thought Shaheen was lying and Kyle was telling the truth, which was quite the opposite. Well, Kyle wasn't even
Yeah,
really. Kyle was just giving a generic answer about whatever Jeff was asking him about. But I don't know. It was yeah. I was confused by that edit. I don't really know where that was coming from with Joe. Like Joe's a crazy man, I guess and maybe like Joe will somehow sink his game at the end with just like this kind of bizarre, unhinged rant. Like, is that where we're
yeah.
headed with
Maybe
Joe?
he just freaks out at the beginning of the last episode, and everybody's like, "Okay, well, we have to get him out immediately."
So
And then,
Joe, who knew? I thought he was all
yeah,
right, but I guess not.
yeah,
But if unless something like that happens, I think Joe could very well win, especially if he's in the final three. I think he will win. For he'll probably get a unanimous win in all likelihood because they'll just say, "Oh, he won every challenge. He deserves it."